Hi, I'm at this fake Blog Talk Radio screen, okay? And all they show me is one choice, end the episode. So I want to end the episode. I've clicked on it and clicked on it. It won't even do that right. They want to show it's live on air. You see the hand flashing? You hear me clicking it? End the episode, end the episode, end the episode. Tomorrow night, we're to have Dr. Steven Seeger. So I think that's the issue. They don't want you to hear from a psychiatrist who believes it's very important for us to have AOT programs, that's assisted outpatient treatment programs, that give subsistence assistance and mandatory psychiatric treatment to individuals to help stop recidivism. Do you realize that we have some mentally ill people who have revolved in and out of jails ever since their early adulthood? That's a lot of prison profits they're making off of you, Americans. Over $100 billion a year. They don't want you to hear from psychiatrists who tell you that that's unnecessary, that people respond to treatment. A psychiatrist. And I have psychologists lined up to speak with him also. That's tomorrow night on this same channel. This is Human Rights Demand. Human Rights Demand. They keep censoring our programs. They're dangerous only to the prison industrial complex, which uses mentally ill people to make up probably 2/3 of their money. 2/3. Half of the prisoners have mental illness, and mentally ill people, you pay more for them to be in jail than people who are not mentally ill. You pay more. That's because over 60% of your inmates in solitary confinement torture are mentally ill patients. So they got rid of Medicaid insurance so that mentally ill people can no longer be treated in hospitals, mental hospitals. They can't be treated there. They got rid of Medicaid insurance for only mentally ill people, not other people. You know, Medicaid insurance, oh, you broke your leg, come on in. You broke your arm, oh, come on in. Oh, you got heart trouble, come on in. Oh, you got kidney trouble, kidney disease, come on in. You got brain trouble, oh no, you go to jail. That's the deal. That's the way they have it. We have a psychiatrist due right here tomorrow night on Human Rights Demand channel. Okay? At 9 o'clock p.m. 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm asking people to please write to Blog Talk Radio and email support@blogtalkradio.com and ask them to close their back door where the government is sneaking in, those sneaky prison profiteers, or get rid of the prison investors on their staff and let us stand up for the rights of prisoners, human rights for prisoners. Dr. Steven Seeger is a noted psychiatrist, author, and he's also a movie producer. And he's going to be talking to people about the need also for CIT programs, Crisis Intervention Team Training, CIT. That's how police officers and prison guards would learn the skills they need to deal with the mentally ill people without doing irreparable harm or being harmed themselves. I think that's very important. That's the excuse that's used whenever they kill mentally ill people. So let's get rid of the excuse. Why is this channel that only talks about problems and solutions and brings you special guests, why is it being so censored? Who doesn't really want solutions from experts? Jenny Strozier, whose show they wouldn't let play tonight, we couldn't get it on air. They gave us a black board. Jenny Strozier is an expert on getting out of prison legally. He can teach you how to get out of prison legally. He said all he had to do was change. He changed. And it took some time, but over a period of time, watching him in different circumstances, his warden and the corrections department noticed the change. He took classes. He learned new skills. He learned a new way of operating and dealing with people and circumstances. He learned how to conduct himself. And when he changed, the system gave him a parole. He talks to people about the brutality of the prison system. And why would you want to hide that? You need people to know so that, number one, we can reduce the brutality in it, because we want these people to come out of jail rehabilitated, not enraged. And number two, we need to know about it so that our young people won't glorize it and think it's a great place to go. So Jenny Strozier, keeping it real. Listen to last week's show, June 14th, 2015. It should be at Human Rights Demand. Okay, Human Rights Demand at Blog Talk Radio. It should be there. See, this is Blog Talk Radio right up here. And this is Human Rights Demand. Listen to the June 14th Jenny Strozier Keeping It Real show and see what you think. See why you think they're censoring this show. Also, I ask you to send an email to Blog Talk Radio. Send it to support@blogtalkradio.com and let them know that you do not expect to be censored tomorrow night. You don't expect to be censored. As Frederick Douglass said, censorship is a double wrong because the hearer is censored just like the speaker. It's a double wrong. Let them know that you don't expect to be censored tomorrow night. Okay? And if we are censored tomorrow night, let's take action. Let's hit them with some action Monday morning. If we're censored from speaking and you're censored from hearing, let's get together, people. Let's work it out. We have to strike down all of these First Amendment violations. They have no right to tell me what I can and cannot say on a program that we're paying for. That's extortion. You have no right to set aside a couple of hours to learn from the experts that I bring to you and not get to hear them. They have no right to keep you from hearing. So I'm just going to notify a lot of lawyers and see which one of them want to represent us. My hosts, my listeners, and my speakers. This is wrong. This is wrong. A big empty board. My callers line up here under the switchboard. I couldn't admit a single caller. My audio clips line up here. Music and other shows that I've had, they would be lined up here. And here in the center should be a description of the show. Instead, we see nothing. And we see nothing even though I'm logged in. You see, it never did light up. That's what they do when they don't want me to have a show. They never send me a penny back for the shows that I've arranged, I've scheduled, I've advertised for. I don't get a penny back. That's extortion. Lawyers, tell me what you think. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm black. Black people have rights too. Black Lives Matter.